Welcome in and happy Memorial Day, my friends. It's a 5 minutes with Sean, maybe 10. A little bit of a patriotic edition, kind of. We kick it off with the biggest thank you. Thank you to all of our armed forces, military folks. We appreciate you so much. My father was in the military. My grandfather was in the military. I am much love to those gentlemen for all that they have done and have set the path forward in this wonderful country. It is something that I am always very grateful for. It's been around my life, my whole life. So thank you so much. Today isn't possible without you, and we need to do more for our veterans, if I may take a moment. There's work to be done, my friends. When you think about the veterans of this country, what they've been through, where they've gone, we don't do enough for them. We really don't. The programs are good, but the programs could be better. A lot of stuff could be better for our veterans, opening up opportunities for them in all kinds of different spaces. And I'm not going to use this show for that. But at the end of the day, there is more that can be done. But thank you to all of you for all of your sacrifices and service for this great country. Now, with the idea of military in mind, let's talk about teamwork today. I have a team that's recently, it's growing, the team here. We've stayed pretty tight for a while, and we're growing, we're expanding, we're doing more. It's fun. I think it's interesting in my world now to sort of be in a leadership role. I don't know. Bill Schomburg knows I hate that word. But it's the word everyone uses, so I guess we'll use it for sake of conversation. But being in that role, being someone who folks come to find out the next move, figure out what we're trying to do with the current move, it's fun to work with other people to find out what works. So we have our newest team member, Allison. She's just an absolute joy. I love this woman. And she was working on one of her first client videos. For us, it's how we present our material, and she works on our social side. And so she was working on the video, and first run of the video was not good. It's not good. She knows that. And she said, "Oh, I did it. No, I got to do it again." And she did it again, then again, and again. And so I kept giving some feedback and some feedback. But folks, let me tell you something. You don't want to overwhelm people with feedback. Okay, especially if you're watching them do dry runs, if you're watching them do sort of role playing, what you want to do, man, is you want to just take a step back. And this is what changed it. This is what unlocked everything for her, as far as I'm concerned. Allison, if you're watching, you can always comment and tell us if it is the case. But what I think unlocked it was by me. All I simply stated to her was, this is good, but the next video you do, bring the energy and think about what you'd like to hear, having done the job at a dealership as a social media manager. What do you want to hear? What's important to know? Next video, fucking home run, dude. Home run. Home run. Client immediately engages when it gets sent out days later. Everyone is excited. A great call with the client. It's all wonderful. It's all great. But we only had the opportunity to ship because we had an extra teammate, right? They were working with another part of our department. Just weren't seeing eye to eye, which, by the way, folks, it happens. If you're a vendor with a client and the client likes your product but doesn't like your rep, find them a new one, right? And I'm someone who I try to have a deep bench for all of our products, for everything that we do, because it is human run. If something happens to that human, you've got to have the next human. You can't afford to just shut down a line of revenue. And support for clients, revenue for us, support for clients. It's kind of a win-win for everybody, And so, but when that happens, the bench's got to be a little bit deep. And we've learned that lesson on the CRM side. Now we went from one person to 4 and like 3 text messages because we were able to just ask a few people who then kind of spidered out and they gave me people. Our industry, while feels large, man, it is small stuff. Small stuff, okay? We are a small industry, but folks, when they come together quick. They come together with that energy, and that's what I'm really digging about the team right now. Like our social side right now is on a heater, as I like to say, just flying right now. And it's been a work in motion. And so my head of social, Jeff Hunter, the other day was kind of, we were chatting. He was like, is this, where do you think we were, where did you see us 3 years ago when we started this? It's not here, right? Not here. I'm a slow grow guy. I am in no hurry. Okay. No hurry. It took me 3 years to even start taking a salary from this company. Like that's not who I am. I am just trying to have a long range vision of never having to work for another person as an individual again. That's not to say that I don't work for my clients or work my ass off, but I don't work for them. I work with them. There's a difference. So the goal for me is to not work for anyone ever again. And then it's to also give myself an opportunity to work with people who actually give a shit. Because the one thing that I've been unable to train in my life is giving a shit. And all of my team right now, everybody involved, Josh Sack, who's running our CRM side, Jeff Hunter, Allison, the rest of the team, everybody gives a shit, man. Everybody gives a shit, and you really cannot train that. We can train just about everything else in the world, but giving a shit. And the team is what makes me give a shit. That's what's motivating me now, man. I used to be motivated by money when I was younger. And then as soon as I got into a corporate job and realized that you could have time out of the retail space, I was like, holy shit, this is really cool. Then I started to prioritize time over money, which is frankly why I started my own company, because I thought in the long run I could have my time and the money would come. And, damn near 12 years in, that's what happened. That is what happened. 12 years in. Yeah. Crazy. By the way, might not catch up on this, but happy birthday, Carpus. Look at you. 12 years old today. Well, May 1st. Either way, in the month of May. I don't know that I did a proper birthday for the company this year, but either way, I am always grateful for it. The last thing I'll say about team is it's nice to have a team that's open to discussion. And as someone who is in the leadership role, I have learned that my opinion isn't the only one. And it doesn't have to be. And other people can carry the load with us. It's really unlocked things. And I talked about it in last week's Mental Health Monday. Working on myself has allowed me to unlock a work thing that I didn't know was possible, man. I did not know. No way. I did not. I did not know it was possible. I did not know it was a thing. And so with it has come this sort of really beautiful creativity and opportunity, man. So that's what I stress to you on this Memorial Day. I know probably everyone's enjoying it, but remember why you're enjoying it. Remember who put up the sacrifice, what today is about. Be safe in your enjoyment. Be smart in your enjoyment. Enjoy the rest of May, and I'll see you again in June. Thanks a lot. Have yourselves a great week.